What if World War III did not begin in Europe or the Pacific, but right in the heart of the Middle East? Think about it. A single missile, a wrong move at a tense border, a cyber attack blamed on the wrong nation, and suddenly alliances ignite like a dry grass, and the world is on fire. Hi, I am Sajin, and today I am walking you through the future we all hope never comes true, but we must understand. What if World War III started in the Middle East? And what would it mean for you, your country, and the entire planet? Let us start with the flashpoint. Imagine tensions rise between Iran and Israel. More than the usual posturing, more than airstrikes, this time a direct attack happens. Maybe it is an oil facility or a nuclear reactor, and the world holds its breath. Now enter the alliances. The US backs Israel. Russia steps in with Iran. China, high energy routes, and global power, throws its weight in diplomatically, but maybe not just diplomatically. Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Egypt, each one has states. Suddenly, it is not just two countries fighting. It is a regional war with global teeth. Oil prices spike overnight. Stock markets crash. Suddenly, chains snap. You wake up and fuel has doubled. Your country starts preparing for economic war or worse. But here is the twist no one talks about. This is not just a war of tanks and missiles. It is information warfare, cyber attacks, AI-driven targeting system, and more, banks freeze. Power grids flicker, news become impossible. You might ask, but why would countries let it escalate like that? Because wars are not always about logic. They are about fear, pride, and power. And the Middle East has all of those packed into a region that fuels the world, literally and politically. Let us take a closer look at the key players. Iran, already facing sanctions, might see war as a unifying force, a distraction from internal unrest. Israel, with its advanced tech and US banking, would hit back hard and fast. Saudi Arabia and the Gulf nations, terrified of regional collapse, might join forces to protect oil routes. The US, tied by treaties and tragic interest, wouldn't sit this out. And then Russia and China, seeing a chance to weaken American influence, might step in carefully or not so carefully. War begins as a regional conflict spiral into a proxy war and then into something bigger. Airspace becomes a war zone, shaping lane are blocked. Global internet is disrupted, and the civilian cost massive. Refugees, famine, political collapse in unstable regimes. Now, pause, take a break. Sounds like a nightmare, right? Here is why this matters. Because the seed of global wars are often planted quietly. Before World War I, no one thought the assassination of one man could spark a world war. Before World War II, the world watched and waited too long. Today, we see warnings, tensions, flashpoints, and we scroll past them. But understanding this risk is not about fear, it is about awareness. So, what can we learn from this? First, peace in the Middle East is not just a regional issue, it is a global priority. The world economy runs on oil, but it also runs on stability, something the Middle East constantly fight for. Secondly, alliances are like dominoes. When one falls, many follow. We need diplomacy not just as policy, but as survival. And third, we must never underestimate the power of misinformation. Cyber warfare and AI in modern conflict. The next world war won't be just bombs and boots. It will be data, satellite, and decisions made faster than human can react. So here is my question to you. Are we doing enough to prevent this, or are we just hoping it never happens? If you found this breakdown eye-opening, share it. Let us not wait for history to repeat itself. Let us understand it now. And I'm Sajin, and this is the kind of future we need to think about before it becomes reality. Subscribe for more powerful breakdowns like this, and as always, stay aware, stay curious. Take care.